Hello there, everybody. My name is Audrey Russo here for Western Mass News, and today it's game day. So we are going to be making a recipe for the Super Bowl. Patriots versus the Rams. Doesn't matter who you support. Everybody loves cheese. As far as I know, everybody loves cheese. So I'm going to be making a really easy recipe for grilled cheese. Now, most people I know don't have a griddle or a pan that they can stick on their oven that's going to fit multiple sandwiches to feed multiple people. So rather than having to flip over and over again and missing some of the best parts of the game, I'm going to have a simple recipe to make grilled cheese for everybody, and all it takes is 12 to 14 minutes in the oven. So what I've got here, how to start, it's super simple. I've got some melted butter and some seasonings, and it's whatever you want. I have parsley flakes and garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder in here, so I'm going to just mix this right into the butter. And I'm going to stir it up. And in lieu of cooking spray, you are going to take this melted butter mixture, you're going to take half of it and just kind of spread it on your sheet pan. So I've got this melted. This kind of just, it helps lubricate the bottom of the pan without using cooking spray. And it's seasoned, it's a little bit tastier. And you know, January's going to be over and we've got our New Year's resolutions. Maybe they held up, maybe they didn't, but on game day you want to indulge. So just make sure you slide that butter all around. It's really not an exact science. You just make sure you spread it. If you've got a brush that you would use to marinate grill meat with, sometimes that helps and makes it go by a little bit faster, but there we go. So now the next step is we're going to take one of our containers of pre-made crescent roll dough. You can get this at the store, and we're going to open it up. And this is always the part that I'm the most nervous about because you got to press it just right and hope that it doesn't go everywhere. So bear with me here while I try to open this. Oh, this really does not want to open. There you go. Give it a good whack. All right, and so we're going to take this pre-made crescent roll dough, and rather than using it to form the crescent rolls, we're just going to unroll it all in one big sheet. So there's most of these, no matter what brand you buy, they come with the pre-cut little striations on there, but we're just going to roll it out into one big sheet. Now I got a little bit of breakage right here. You can just pinch those closed, no problem. Alrighty, and now here's the best part, because you can make these your own. Anything goes in here. I've got some cheese. I've got a mixture of cheddar and Monterey Jack. I've got some American, but it's literally whatever you want to go in these grilled cheese, whatever your favorite toppings are. I've got some favorites with me today. You're going to want around a pound of cheese to be safe. I may not use all of this on this particular pan, but if you're making multiples, it works out. You can just stick them both in the oven at the same time. So I'm going to make sure that I spread this and that I'm generous here. And then the next part, I'm going to be doing kind of a 3-in-1 here. You've all got a vegetarian in your life, I'm sure, at least one. So I have got some bacon, not bacon, bacon, that I'm going to spread over here on this little edge. You microwave it first. This has already been heated up, but it's totally safe to eat. You just want it heated up so it's not frozen when you're putting it on there. Got a couple strips of that. Now I've got some American cheese for the cheese lovers who want more than one style of cheese. You've got any kind of American. You can do provolone, you can do Parmesan. It's, again, the glory of this recipe is that it is so simple and it's very customizable. Some people do chicken. For the meat eaters in your life, I've got some pepperoni that I've diced up. Now, I'm a vegetarian, so I said I'd be remiss if I didn't try to at least give a shout out to those people who don't eat meat, but on game day, you've got wings, you've got pepperoni, you got pizza. Always got to try to please the crowd. So now, the next part of the recipe, we're going to open up another one of these cans of the pre-made crescent roll dough. That one opened up a lot easier than the first one. I don't know what the deal was there, but this one has opened up a lot easier. So all you do is you roll it on top like a little pocket. There it is. And you can press the edges closed if you want to. Some of the cheese could bubble out, but for the most part, I just kind of lightly press down just so that all of the corners are touching, but again, it's really not an exact science here. That's my favorite kind of recipe, actually, are the ones that really aren't exact. And now we've got the other half of our melted butter and seasonings. I am going to just sort of spread this on the top so that we get that, kind of helps mimic that grilled cheese texture. It's nice and golden and crispy. And I'm just going to spread it on the top here. Yeah, this is the brushes for your grill meat would come in really handy here, but it is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do. Now, full disclosure, I made this recipe when I was supporting my team last year in the NFC Championship, but again, everybody loves cheese, so you don't have to be a Patriots fan to enjoy this. All right, there we go. This is really all incorporated. Got a little bit of excess. Awesome. Okay, so now this just goes into the oven. I've got it preheated to 375. I had to look over there and make sure. 375 degrees. It goes in for 12 to 14 minutes or until it starts to get that golden, crispy look on the top. Some people's ovens vary a little bit, but here we're going to do 12 to 14 minutes, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, so after 12 to 14 minutes, we're going to pull these out. Ooh, and they're looking nice and golden. And we're going to set them right here. And then if you guys want, you can top with more cheese and maybe parsley flakes and stick them back in the oven underneath the broiler. Just if you want them to get extra, extra crispy, you can pull one of these, or you can just leave it as a seasoning on top. And then take a pizza cutter or any other cutting device available to you. And we're just going to kind of pull one of these along those sections that I made, separating the vegetarian from the pepperoni from the additional cheese. And the best part about these is if you don't like crust on your regular sandwiches, there isn't any. It's just like a plain sandwich, no crust, and it is literally whatever you want. Now, I've got some ketchup and some hot sauce on the plate next to me. I'm going to toss one of these over there. You are going to want to wait for these to cool down a little bit more just because they will be hot coming out of the oven. But if you, depending on what the toppings on the inside are, you can have barbecue sauce, you can have marinara sauce, extra cheese if you don't feel like this recipe has provided you with enough cheese. It's totally up to you. It's totally what you want, and it's so easy. Anybody could do it. The kids could help before the game starts. If at halftime people are looking a little bit hungry, maybe all the snacks are gone, you want to whip these up. So quick, so easy, anybody could do it. There you have it. There's my recipe for sheet pan grilled cheese. I'm Audrey Russo, and from all of us here at Western Mass News, have a great game day.